Everyone, welcome back. My name is Rob, and this is Rob the Renaissance Man. So, in today's video, I want to talk about getting new customers for your service-based business. Okay, how do I go get new customers for my business? I think that there are a couple different ways we can do this. As a business owner, I know that it's really hard to get new customers. And there are many reasons for that, which, probably are good for another video. But, some of them are competition because, let's face it, in our society today, everybody has a side hustle. And what are those side hustles? A lot of them are service-based jobs. For instance, cleaning houses, cutting grass, landscaping, carpentry, pressure washing, things of that nature. It's things that we can do, but we don't have to put up a whole lot of money up front to get started. They're fairly simple. A lot of us already have lawnmowers and weed eaters, and we can go ahead and do other people's yards and make money right away. And it's the same thing with cleaning houses because we already have everything, right? So, with service-based industries, everybody's doing it because it's easy to get into. But the big question is how do I get new customers? How do I go out and get those customers? Well, I'm going to give you one tip that I think is really, really important. And there's 3 steps to this, and I really want you to pay attention to it because I think it's really important. And there are some people who are catching on to it, but I am finding out that over the last couple of months, I guess, I've been running into a lot of people, that have service-based companies that they're starting out with. They're new. They're trying to get established. And it's really hard to do. But anyway, so I'm starting to see that these people are asking a lot of questions, especially for me, about how to get new customers and how to get their feet in the door and things of that nature, and it's really hard. So at any rate, let's go ahead and let's get started, and let's talk about how to get new customers for your service-based business. Okay, so there are 3 steps to this, and they're all pretty simple, and they're probably things that you may have already thought about, but just trying to get it organized and trying to get it put together is probably really hard to do. Or maybe you don't know quite how to do it or quite how to approach it. So one of the things you want to do is, if you're going to go out and start a service-based business, you want to create your own logo. Okay, now I'm not talking about going to some of these online places. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about going out and finding you a mom and pop print shop somewhere, in the town that you live in, preferably. Okay, because one of the things that you're going to find out about mom and pop established businesses is that they're original. They have originality to everything they do. They'll do whatever you ask them to do. They'll ask you for your own input and things of that nature. It's not like these online places where they're just, churning out, recycled images to put on a business card. You don't really want that, okay? You want to separate yourself from the pack. You want to move yourself up here as opposed to being over here with everybody else. So try to find you a mom and pop print shop, and what you want to do is you want to create a logo that's specifically geared towards your business. Find you a good logo that really captures the type of work that you do. Okay, and then go out and create you a flyer. Okay, or not really a flyer. I guess it'd be like a brochure almost. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to put the name of your business. Okay, your name, your email, and your phone number. That's all you have to put on there. Okay, and you may want to put a location on there too, but don't put your home address. Just put the town and the state. That's all you got to put. You go out there and do that, and then create a list of the services that you provide, and make sure that you put it all on one side. Okay, so that way you can take a picture of it. And you want to be able to do that. Take a picture of it and put it on your phone. Okay? And that's all you got to do is just get you a few of them. You don't have to get a whole bunch of them. And, you want to be able to get something that's really, really nice. Something that's going to capture people's eyes. Okay, and that's going to lead us up to step 2, which is where you want to take a picture of it and you want to text it to everybody. Okay, because let's face it, we live in a world where texting is probably going to be your biggest friend. Okay, now I know that people have Instagrams and they have X accounts and they have YouTube and Facebook. Okay, I know they got all that, and it's great to have all that and to have followers on there. But the one thing you're going to find is you're not going to get many new customers on Facebook. You're not going to get many new customers on Instagram because everybody's doing it, and you're going to be kind of, you're going to be running in a mix of a million other people doing the same thing. So, like I said, you want to separate yourself. You want to give yourself a new avenue to go out and take that road that's less traveled so that you can establish your business, okay? And by doing that, you're allowing yourself to be able to kind of establish yourself so that you don't have to worry about losing the customers you have, right? You want to be able to establish trust, dependability, all those things in your business. Okay, so once you go out and you get your picture and you start texting people, text your friends. Send it to them. Text your family members. It's okay. Say, hey, look, I got this new business. I clean houses for a living, and if you know anybody that needs it to be done, let me know. And text it to them. Okay? And then on top of that, you also want to text it to your existing customers, because your existing customers are going to vouch for you. They're going to say, hey, you know what? This person does they do an amazing job. Whatever it is you're doing. If you're out there cutting grass and you're mowing lawns, you do a really good job. They're going to vouch for you. They're going to say, hey, if you need someone to cut your grass, call this guy or a person or whoever. And so those are the things you want. You want people to go to bat for you, because when it comes time for someone who needs something done, they don't know where to find you. That's the hardest part. But if you're being recommended by an existing customer or a family member or a friend, that means more to them than anything. Okay? So, take that picture, get it texted out to all the people. Okay? All your friends, get it texted out to your family members, that sort of thing. Because you never know. I mean, you might be at a picnic somewhere or a birthday party or something, and they're like, yeah, we're having issues with our electricity, and our bathroom light's not working the way it's supposed to. Oh, hey, guess what? I got an electrician friend that can help you. And all they got to do is text it. Text that picture, and they'll send it right to you and say, here, call this guy. He's really good. Okay, you just picked up a new customer. So you really want to take the time to do this, okay, and get that done. Now, step 3, closing on the job. You got to be able to take the time to earn the trust of your customers. Okay, trust is a big deal. If you go out there and you tell them that you're going to be there at 3 o'clock to meet with them about a job, you need to be there at 3 o'clock. And when I say be there at 3, I don't mean there 15 minutes late. I don't mean 15 minutes early. Be there at 3 o'clock, okay? So you tell the customer, hey, I'm going to be there at 3 p.m. You show up at 3 p.m. What's the next thing? Show up and be ready to work, okay? Because these people, your customers, you only have one opportunity to make a first impression, okay? You really want to establish yourself as a can-do type person that can get things done. That's what you want to do. So show up, be ready for work, okay? This customer comes up and says, hey, I need my grass cut, and it looks all shabby. HOA is getting all over me. I need to get it cut. Well, I got my mowers and everything. We can take care of it right now. Really? Yep. Done. Hour later, grass cut, weed eated, everything. Looks great. Do a phenomenal job. Take your time. Do it right. That's all you got to do, okay? And you're gonna win over a customer. And guess what? Once you get that customer, this leads up to step number 3. If you do close the deal, okay, because if you do the first 2 things, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to make a strong impression of how you're dependable, how you're trustworthy, and how you get the job done, and you get it done right. So step number 3, this is extremely important. Text them and say, thank you for your business. Here's my business card or my business information. Text it to them, because you're going to have their number, to communicate with them, or to bill them or whatever. Text it to them and say, hey, I thank you for your business. Really appreciate it. If you need anything, please let me know, and send them that picture. Now all of a sudden you've got a customer that trusts you. You've got a customer that thinks you're dependable. You've got a customer that believes in you and that you did the job right. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to recommend you. Anytime it comes up, they're going to send your information to somebody else. And then that person, if you do the same thing, they're going to send it to somebody else, and they're going to send it to somebody else. And I know that it seems like it's going to take time, and it will. It's going to take time to build your business, to build that foundation. But I will tell you right now, if you get it started this way, you're going to find yourself in a couple of years, you're probably going to have yourself a rock solid business, and you're probably not ever going to have to go back to work for anybody again. So that is something that you do need to do. Okay? So I hope this video has been helpful. And if you need anything, hit me up in the comments. If you got any questions, comments, anything like that, please feel free to ask any questions and just let me know. Also, too, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, I know we've been kind of slack on the videos, and we're getting around to that. As a matter of fact, I got to get ready. I got to go hit the road because I have work to do, and I'm already kind of running late as it is. But I wanted to make this video because I think it's extremely important for you and your service-based business to get off on the right foot. Okay, so hit me up. Remember, comment, thumbs up on the video if you like it, and subscribe. And we will see you next time.